Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. So for tonight's video, I'm gonna be doing my summer wrap-up, which are the books that I finished this summer, and my fall TBR. So guys, these are the books for my fall TBR, and these are the books that I finished this summer. So this summer I read one psychological thriller, one YA contemporary, one fantasy book, one crime thriller which is focusing on forensic, and one horror book. Here are the books that I finished during summer, and let's start with the ones that I didn't have any reading vlogs. So start with For Better and Worse by Margaret Hunt, and this book is a psychological thriller book. It has 329 pages. The story follows this married couple who are both lawyers. Nat, the wife, is a criminal defense attorney, and Will, the husband, is a trust and estate attorney. Back when they were in college and Will was still courting Nat, he told her that if ever in the future they would commit a murder, since they are both sharp and intelligent, they could actually get away with it. And Nat was like, are you being serious with what you're telling with me? I mean, or are you just trying to get in my pants? That's why you're saying this kind of, arrogant stuff. But yeah, turned out that Nat actually initiated and planned this crime and how to get away with it. I mean, okay, you really don't know a person until this, unexpected event happened in their life or in your life. So, I mean, it's really interesting story because this particular event happened in their life which changed everything, and it's like their tomorrow is always uncertain. So they have an 11-year-old son who was being targeted and touched by a pedophile in his school, who turned out to be the principal himself. So Nat, as a criminal defense lawyer, she doesn't trust the criminal justice system in that state. So she put the justice in her own hands. It's really interesting, and that's how all it began. And I love detectives, I love police investigations and all that kind of stuff. And you really don't underestimate the investigation. You don't underestimate anything, the forensic, the evidence, and all this tiny little things that you think won't matter. So it's very interesting psychological thriller book, and I like the twist in this book. You'll see in this book how the wife planned everything out. She was a perfectionist, and how the husband also got involved. And it's really interesting story. You will see the tiny mistakes. You will see how it's not really a perfect crime that they thought it would be. And I love the ending. And also, with regards to the writing style, of course, I love the writing style in this book because we have 3 parts. We have Nat point of view, and then second part Will point of view, and the third part is Nat POV. So it's really good, it's well written, and every chapter of this book has like a cliffhanger that you wanna jump into the next one. It's very easy to read, it's very light, and it's fast-paced. So I love this book. Truth to be told, not even a single chapter bores me. No, it's really good. I'm gonna give this book 5 out of 5 stars. So the next book that I finished this summer is With a Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. This is a YA contemporary, also motivational and a bit of romance. I love this book. It's very light, it's very fun to read, and the story follows this 17-year-old girl who already has a 2-year-old daughter. So, at such a young age, it's very hard to raise a child while you're still, she's still studying, and she's also working at the same time. So it's really difficult to juggle everything out. So you can see her struggles, her decisions she needs to make every single day, and it's not easy decisions, of course. And her grandmother is the one who's taking care of the 2-year-old daughter while she's at school. The father of her daughter, they're not living together. He's just there to to pick up the child every other weekend. So that's only how they are co-parenting the child. They're not really in good terms nor bad terms, but they're just there for the child. But you know, they are, you know, separated. And then she met a new guy in her school who is a transferee, and that scene made me giggle a lot. So it's really a good bit of romance in this book. But yeah, she is so talented when it comes to cooking. She has magics in her hands because she knows the ingredients and she just mix it up, and she automatically will make a really good food, like delicious food. So she wants to become a chef one day, and everyone notices that she has this talent. And you know, you will see her passion in this book, and that she really loves what she's doing, and she's happy doing all these things, and it motivates her to get through life because of her passion. So it's really a good book, kind of motivational also, so you should try this out. But to be honest with you, some chapters did bore me a little, and the ending was a bit missing something. So I didn't expect the ending would be that. So I was like, that's it. So the ending was kind of off for me. But again, this is a good book. It's a light YA contemporary book. It's very easy to read as well. And yeah, I think I'm gonna give this book 4 out of 5 stars. So the third book, which I already have a reading vlog for this one, is The Scent of Death by Simon Beckett. So it's a crime forensic thriller book, and it has 359 pages, 358 pages. And as you know, that this book was given to me by my boyfriend. He bought it for my birthday, and I happen to like it because it's a pure forensic crime thriller. And yeah, it's about, you know, medical stuff, and we're following the protagonist, David Hunter, who is a forensic anthropologist. He is studying you know, the bones of dead bodies. So in this story, we have an old vast hospital where it became a dumping site of dead bodies, and one of the dead bodies found in this hospital is a young pregnant woman, and this body was badly decomposed and mummified. So we have this forensic anthropologist to study this you know, mummified, decomposed body. And after finding this body, they found out more other dead bodies in this hospital, and they're trying to figure out if this was done by a single person or a group of people. So they are trying to find this killer. A good book, and you will learn a lot about forensics in general. And we have, you know, different type of forensics, and you will learn that science is no joke, and forensic can solve a lot of cases. So yeah, it's a really good book. It's a serious one, not much humor, and it's a big book. So I will not tell you much about this book since I have a reading vlog for my experience reading this whole book. So I will put the link below, check it out, and you will see it piece by piece. So yeah, I ended up giving this book 4 stars out of 5. So yeah, fourth book that I finished, which I recently finished a couple of days ago, is a fantasy book, which is The Shadows Between Us by Tricia Levenseller. It's really a good romance fantasy book, and this book has 326 pages. It's easy to read. It's a page turner book. I couldn't even put it down because it's so good. So the story follows this protagonist named Alessandra, who had a bitter past about her past lover. He was her first love, first kiss, and first in everything, but he turned out to be a player. So Alessandra got upset and she killed her ex. And then now she's taking advantage of her lovers, and she is the upper hand of every relationship that she has. She is making them propose to her, but she would say no in the end because her new game in her mind is to woo the king, seduce him, and then kill him after the marriage in order for her to be the queen and rule the kingdom. So she's very ambitious, greedy, power hungry. But it happens that the king himself is also ambitious, greedy, and wants to rule the world. And so they have the same characteristics, they have the same ambitions, and they're both equals, and they're both alpha. So you can check out the link below for more information about this book on my reading vlog. And yeah, I ended up giving this book 5 out of 5 stars, of course. And by the way, there's a love triangle in this book that I really love. And yeah. The last book is a horror genre, which is The Outsider by Stephen King. It has 475 pages. This is a very heavy and disturbing book, and it touches a very sensitive subject, which is the killing of 11-year-old boy and sexually humiliating his corpse. So again, it's very disturbing. So we got this detective, Ralph Anderson, who claims that he got overwhelming evidence which could pinpoint a single suspect, who is Terry Maitland, a coach and high school teacher. But Terry was out of town when the murder was being committed. So they're trying to solve this puzzle of how can that a single man be in 2 places at the same time. So there's a supernatural twist in this book. It's really interesting. It's really scary. So it is really a good mystery, crime, horror book. Really interesting to read because you can see here the solid police work. You'll see the investigation and the conflicting evidence. So yeah, I ended up giving this book 5 out of 5 stars, of course. And that's it. Here are the books that I finished during summer. So let's move on to my fall TBR. So guys, here are the books that I'm going to read this fall. So the first one is The Shining by Stephen King. I've heard it's one of Stephen King's classics, and there's a horror genre. And I don't know much about this book because I'm trying to avoid spoiler book review for this one. But yeah, the story follows this father who becomes the caretaker of this overlook hotel, and he has a 5-year-old son with a psychic voltage because there's some evil force happening inside the hotel. So that's how the story goes, and I'm really excited to read this. And yeah, I'm gonna have a reading vlog for this one, so wait for it. So the next book is Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. Yes, because I wanna read a YA contemporary, and I really miss the writing style of John Green. Some of the books of John Green, I did love them, and some of them I hated them. So yeah, Turtles All the Way Down, I don't know much about this book, but they said it talks about mental health issues. So I don't know about the story, but yeah, I'm gonna read this. And third one is this big book, which is Sleeping Beauties by Stephen King and Owen King. It's their collaboration together. I'm really excited to read this one, but as you can see, it's a big book and it has, I think, 700 plus pages. So I don't know much about this book, but the story is like something happens when this woman falls asleep, and I don't know what's happening. That's the one I want to figure out by myself. I'm trying to avoid all book reviews, reading vlogs for this one. So yeah, I can't wait to read this. It's a big book, and I'm gonna do a reading vlog for this one for sure. We'll see, or book review. So the next book is The Benefit of Hindsight by Susan Hill. This is a gift from my boyfriend, so I don't know about this book because I just grabbed it like that. And I think it's a crime novel, and there's a series of crimes happening in that town. So yeah, that's the only thing I know about this one, but yeah, I'll figure it out. Last book for this fall TBR is again my boyfriend's gift for me, which is The Craftsman by Sharon Bolton. Again, it's a crime novel book, and I don't know about this book, so let me read what's on the back. Florence Lovelady's career was made when she convicted coffin maker Larry Glassbrook of a series of child murders 30 years ago. Like something from our worst nightmares, the victims were buried alive. Oh my god, another child murderer? Larry confessed to the crimes. It was an open and shut case, but now he's dead and events from the past start to repeat themselves. Did she get it wrong all those years ago? Or is there something much darker at play? Oh my god, imagine she got it all wrong. Okay, it's a good crime novel. So here are my fall TBR. And there are some books that I ordered which they didn't make it in this TBR. So I'm gonna have, again, another fall TBR, I guess. And yeah, I think this vlog is too long. And I thank you guys for watching. So let me know your thoughts. And I'll see you again on my next vlog. So, peace out.